Hello world and welcome back to my channel Honza's Collection for another Hot Toys 1/6 scale figure review and unboxing. And this time we are going to take a look on a Batman DX19 which comes from the Dark Knight trilogy, especially from the Dark Knight Rises. In this case I would like to point out on the fact that we are talking about the figure called DX19, which is important. It means deluxe, and it is also some sort of a ratio with probably some minor changes to the previous versions. So if you are thinking about buying this figure in future, then if you will buy it from your local eShop, you should be fine. You should receive the newest version. But in case you would like to buy it from the second hand or eBay or whenever, then just make sure that you have the right number there, because then the right version will arrive to you. So be careful with that. And first of all, let's take a close look at the box art itself. As you can see, we are looking at the Batman, and it is nice art, and the box art itself is very interesting and I like it very much. So this is how it looks. From the side you can see the logo DX19 right here, and here you can see the credits, who has done what, and this is the bottom, once again DX19. I also have the Batpot, which comes more or less together, like not in the same package, but in a similar time schedule. So if you are thinking how Batman will look like on the Batpot, then just make sure that you will also watch my review on Batpot itself. And just to tease you a little bit, it's not good. So make sure you will check it on my channel, and without further ado, let's open this baby up, because we have a lot to talk about. So one of the first things you will see when you will slide the cover is the fact that you have this piece right here, and I have no idea why it is here and what it supposed to be, but I can already tell you that it looks really good. So and it's not something that you are used to see every day. So you have this like some sort of foam with the bat sign. I don't know if it makes any sense, but you know, it's nice. Maybe somebody will be interested to put it somewhere and enjoy it. And then we have this circle, which is from metal, and honestly speaking, I have no clue why this is here and what it's supposed to do. So maybe check out some other reviews on YouTube, but I didn't figure it out. And if we will look from the other side, this is plain and simple, so I have no clue. Other than that, we have here the Batman himself, so we can take a quick look on this, and as you can see, I have already popped the cape on him, because without cape he looks kind of strange, no pun intended. So first hand impression is nice, but to be honest, it's not my first hand impression, because I have played with him for a while now, as you know. So we have this Christian Bale head sculpt. We are going to take a closer look on him in a second. And we have another head sculpt here, where you have LED eyes on the inside. But this is not the end, actually, because we have the second place here, and there are other accessories. There is a base, there was a cape on the left side, there was batteries, and some few extra things. But it's still not the end. Because it took me a while to realize that I still don't have everything which comes with him. So after a while, I found out that there is one key element to this, which is the fact that you have to open this, and then you have a lot of accessories there. As you can see, I have already put everything out from the box just to make it quicker for you. But if you are interested how is everything like placed on the inside, then don't wait anymore and just check my check review where you can see everything. So let's take a closer look on the accessories. And here we have everything that comes with the Batman. So first of all, we have to take a closer look at the base, because this is one of the highlights of this figure, and as you can see, it looks amazing. He has longer cape than is his body, and it is sometimes good thing, sometimes bad, but it's a good thing in case you want to place him right here, because then the cape goes down and like the length of the cape is accurate, so it makes sense to put him on this. And it also looks better than the usual standard bases. The only complaint I have here is the fact that you have these like what's supposed to be LED lights, but they are not lighting up. It's like it has no meaning here, so I don't understand why they just didn't get rid of it. But I like the fact that the stair here is lower, that you have the bat signal here, that you have some snow and ice here, the dirt and grime, and how everything is rusty. And although it's still a plastic piece, it looks really cool, and it totally makes sense to have it on him. So if you have the space for a base like this, you definitely need to use it. And you have also the crotch grabber here. So what you do is just you will simply slide it in and enjoy the figure. And the fact that you have crotch grabber means that he was not made for dynamic poses, so you will see that very shortly. And then we have this Christian Bale head sculpt, and I think that you will all agree with me that it is one of the best head sculpts we have been able to see by Hot Toys in a long time. It is absolutely outstanding. I don't know why he has Hot Toys on the neck, but okay, at least it's not visible on the figure. But the head sculpt is outstanding. Like from every angle, he absolutely looks like Christian Bale. And I think I will have my Batman with this unmasked head sculpt on my display, because it would be really a shame to have this stored in the box. So, like, for me, this is 10 out of 10, because I cannot imagine what they could have improved to make it look better than how it is now. It's 100% him, so wow, well done, well done. And the next thing we have here is another head sculpt. And as you can see, it lights us up. It has LED lights in the eyes. So if you are skilled enough to put 3 small batteries in there, then you can light it up, and then it looks like this. It depends if you will be able to put all 3 batteries there, because if you will put only 2, then obviously the light from his eyes is not as bright as this one. It's a pain in the ass, to be honest with you, to put batteries there. It took me something around 20 minutes, but yeah, in the end, I think I will not use this head sculpt because then the battery dies very quickly, and it won't make much sense to me. But I think that for photo purposes, it's great, and for some poses, it could look really good. And the next thing we should talk about is the mouth plate, because we have a lot of mouth plates here actually. And first thing I want to say is that all the mouth plates are really well done, because from every angle you can once again are able to see that this is actually Christian Bale. So this is the second option. So you can see the teeth, and I think it looks really nice. So if he's angry at Joker or Bane or Harvey Dent, it makes sense. So it is a nice touch. They absolutely didn't have to add this thing at all, and they did, and they have added additional expressions, which is cool, and that's what we want to see on deluxe action figures by Hot Toys. This mouth plate is hated by pretty much everyone. For me, like, I don't have any issues with that. Like, I don't see the pose where I could use this. I would have to see the movie once again, but yeah, I know that a lot of people hates it, but come on, you still have other options. So, you know, no problems with me. So that's another head sculpt. And then what we have here is the EMP rifle. You should attach it to the bedpot if you have bedpot, because there is a place for it. Once again, if you want to see how it looks, then go and check the review on the bedpot by Hot Toys on my channel. And here you can see that the batteries are right here. And once again, it's 3 small batteries. Here is the switch. So if I want to light this up, it looks like this. So it's not as bright, and unfortunately it is only on the top, not on the bottom, so it looks kind of strange. What you can do with this gun is that you can do this. So up to you if you think it looks better or worse. So that's just the option, but what I was not able to do really well was putting this into his hand. So I think that it looks better if he has it on the bedpot, but up to you. I forgot to mention that we have this neck piece right here, which is for Christian head sculpt. So you simply slide it in to pop it on the figure. Nothing really special about this. As you can see, it's a simple plastic piece. And then we have this gun. And I have to tell you, like, first of all, it's very thin, and it basically says to you straight from the beginning, be careful with me, because you can move with a lot of things here, as you can see right now, but I'm not sure if you really want to do this, because as you can see, you have options and it looks absolutely incredible, but on the other hand, when I was shooting the video for the Czech channel on Honza's collection with this figure, what happened was that it simply fall down on the ground, and this small piece revealed himself, and I can see the gap here, and I don't think it's a feature. I think it just broke. So I will use the glue on it very soon, but I just wanted to show you guys how fragile this thing is. And for me, like, it's a no-brainer. I will just keep it in the box because I don't want to destroy it even more, and I even don't want to experiment with this on the figure anymore because yeah, this is very fragile, so please be careful for your own sake. Then we have another gun here, and the only thing which you can do with it is that it slides a little bit, but it won't last here because there is some mechanism on the inside. So yeah, it's a gun, so I like the gold paint job here, so it looks great. And yeah, I will definitely use it on the figure because it's fine. Then we have these batarangs, and first things first, I don't know if it's metal or plastic. I think it's plastic, but I don't want to stress it too hard and put a big pressure on it because it could break, and I don't need more break stuff on this figure. And second thing, it's very sharp on all the edges, so please be careful not to prick yourself. And the next thing is the fact that from the other side there is nothing. Like, they did a nice job here, but here, like, there is, like, it's really strange. I don't know why they have decided to do it like this, but at least if he has it in hands, then usually you have the upper side up, so you don't really see the other side. So yeah, whatever. Then we have this thing, which is not accessory. It is actually one of the things which can help you if you want to move with his eyes. So I will take the head sculpt which I have on the figure. So yeah, once again, you have this fourth mouth plate here, which you can change, of course, if you want to. And it can drop the same as it dropped to me, but this is for the movement of the eyes. So I'm not sure if it is visible on the camera, but you have this small mechanism. You can use this, or you can use it even with your finger, up to you, and you can move with his eyes the way you want to. So if you want him to look on the both sides like a chameleon, then you can absolutely do it. But I'm not sure if you will use it, like, once again, for photo purposes it's fine, but for me, like, it really depends how your display looks like, and how from how far you are usually watching your display, because for me, like, I don't have like, he's so far away from my chair or from my sofa, then that it doesn't really make much sense to play with it, because I'm not able to see the eyes from that distance. So, but yeah, it's a nice touch, and I'm sure that a lot of people will appreciate it. So yeah, all good. Then we have here some bombs, and nothing really special about them, but I'm glad that they are here, because it's very easy to attach it to his hand, and it looks okay. So fine, and it's also plastic once again. Then we have the hands, and they are from very sturdy plastic, so I'm thinking whether I should put it into the hot water to make it easier or not, but I still haven't decided. But it's not working really well for for the figure, because it usually falls down from the pack. So this is the hand for the Batarang. As you can see, we have unfortunately only one, and we also have unfortunately only one hand, which looks like this. And as you can imagine, this is for the gun to hold it like that. So that's basically everything. We have also the tutorial here, so just to not hide anything from you, here you can see how the rolling eyeballs works. Here you can see the neck plate, how the mouth plate works, that you have magnet on his neck. Here you can see how you should attach the cape. Here is the fact that the small gun should belong on his belt on the back of the figure. Here are the batteries on the EMP rifle. Then here you can see all the different places, everything that you can do with this gun. So up to you whether you want to risk it or not. Here is how you should attach it to the hands, and which hands you should use for what. Here you can see how the EMP rifle is attached to the bedpot, if you have bedpot. And most importantly, here you can see the angles, what you can do with this figure. And as you can see, it's very restricted and limited, so there is not much you can do. You can try to push it a little bit more, but then I'm not sure if it will stay as sturdy as it should. So that's solved, and now we should look at the figure itself. So usually we are talking a lot about the figure itself and how it looks and what the what type of material is everything, blah blah blah. But in this case it's very plain and simple, because as you can see, basically everything is black. So it's not a rocket science, right, with Batman. So this is pretty sticky, so be careful here. As I said, the head is on the magnet. Usually it is better option than to have the back on the inside, which you still have for the Christian Bale head sculpt, but in this case I think it's very loose, and even though that you have plenty of options how to play with the head, then I still think it should be better, because I'm scared that it could fall off or do this, as you can see, and that was not in the plan. And we have magnets there as well. So then we have like the shoulder pads, and as you can see, like there is a system for it, how it works. So you can try to take a look to have a better overview. It's not attached like permanently on the arm, but it is attached to the rest of the suit. And all these things, it's a nice stretchy fabric material, and in usual cases I think he could be very posable, but due to the fact that you have all the armor on him, and it's everything is either plastic or rubber, then unfortunately the posability is very limited. And for example, this part is not attached permanently, so every single time when you will you want to switch the hands, what you will experience is the fact that it will slide off. You have to slide it in, and then you have to push it and press it really hard, with risking of damaging your figure, like if you want to attach the new hand bend once again. So it's not very well developed, unfortunately. Then we have the belt, and it is not attached permanently once again, so you can slide it whenever you want. Just like he should wear it as down as possible. Just make sure that you are not damaging it, because it could also break in time, so be careful with that. And as you can see on all these stretchy materials, he still has these armors. So if I were you, I would think about a lot about the fact if I want to have the suit from Dark Knight Rises, or if I am fine with the Dark Knight suit or Batman Begins suit, because I'm not sure if you know this, because, for example, like I didn't even notice it before I started watching these reviews, that he actually doesn't have the same costume in all three movies. Maybe you are now laughing at me, but yeah, I just simply didn't notice the difference, so I thought that it's every time the same, but when I watch it carefully, it is different. And in previous iterations, it has less padding and less plastic, like less armor on him, so maybe he could move a little bit better, but I don't have the personal experience yet, so I'm just simply guessing. You can check the other reviews whether I am right or not. So then regarding the boots, like it's very simple, nothing really special about them. So let's not waste any more time and let's see how it can actually move. So if you want to move with his arms, you can push it to this, but as you can see, it could potentially break in time, so I wouldn't risk it. Then we have the swivel. We have I thought that it's 90% because it was very like sturdy and stiff at the beginning, but then I realized that yeah, it's actually even more, which is good. This 1/6 scale pack is more or less useless, so yeah, it's how it usually is. With his head, you can do pretty much whatever you want with this magnet, but then the neck itself is also moving as much as you want, more or less, so you have plenty of options. But where you don't have options are the apps here, because this is very padded on the inside, it's very stiff, and like, you know, trying to bend him is just risking that you can break something. And once again, the mouth plate has fallen. So yeah, like he is more like he has been made as a piece for standing and you know, looking really badass, but for dynamic poses, I don't think there is a chance to actually do some dynamic poses with him, because as you can see, like with his feet, this is as much as we can do, and you can see the creasing already here, so it's bad. If you want to go back, it's very limited. And if you want to do something like this, then this is the maximum, but you can already see that I'm risking that it could potentially break, so it's very dangerous. Then we also have this pieces right here which could potentially fall off, so I would be also careful. Even with the walking pose, could be dangerous for him, so this could easily disappear. So yeah, this is what you can do with the leg, but yeah, don't risk it. Then you can slightly do something with this, because it's not permanently attached on the suit, and then with the boot you can do more or less everything you want. So that's fine. Regarding the cape, it is not wired. There is a custom cape which is wired. So if you want to, you can buy it on eBay or whenever you want. But in this case, it just lies as it is. So this could be bad for some people. But yeah, let's try and do some poses, because I think we are almost done. So here you can see like very simple pose with the gun in his hand. I'm not sure if it's a grappling hook or not, because I haven't seen the movie in a long time. You can let me know down in the comments below. But what I wanted to show you guys is the fact that if this potentially could be a grappling hook, then you would probably want to use it with his hand up, pointing at some sort of like the edge of building or something like that. And you simply cannot do this because the suit is limiting you in your creativity. So unfortunately, that's bad. Let's try something else. Yeah, I know that it's a controversial choice, but I wanted to show you guys first how the eyes looks when you will light them up. And yeah, we are just looking at Vision from WandaVision, scratching his head and thinking, how the hell did I ended up here? But yeah, we are living in the times of multiverses, so why the hell not? There are some comic books where they are trying to put DC and Marvel together, so maybe we will see something like this in the movies sometimes. Probably not this scene, but yeah, I don't have a lot of DC figures actually, so yeah, I thought I will try something funny. And the last post which I wanted to show you is this, where I wanted to show you guys the Christian Bale head sculpt on the body. You can also see the sticky bomb in his hand and the fact that he's trying to run somewhere, but due to the limitation of the suit, you can already see that it looks a little bit strange, but yeah, as I said, there is not much you can do with this, so you have to probably do some modifications or just simply use him as a guy who just stands somewhere and looks menacing. So that's Batman DX19. Like, so far I'm still like thinking whether it is a good or bad figure, because the good thing is that you have a plenty of accessories, which is like outstanding, and I really like it, and especially the fact that you can also take this head sculpt and put it on the Bruce Wayne body, which you can probably buy somewhere as a custom thing. So you can potentially have two figures out of one, which is always great. But in the end, I was hoping that I will be able to do some more dynamic poses with him, because I still want to buy a Joker, at least, from the Dark Knight trilogy, and I would love to do something funny with them. So yeah, maybe I will show you something like that in the future. But for now, this is what we have here. Maybe I will see that he has more options in the future. But so far, I'm just a little bit scared that I could potentially break something once again. So, yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed with the way how he is limited in the posing section. And regarding the Bedpot, like, I don't even want to start here. So just check out how the Bedpot review looks like on my channel to see more. And yeah, that's it for today. So if you like the review, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, and I will see you once again in the next review.